Good Sunday morning, y'all. I'm gonna put this up right now, and what it is about is I have found a couple of bands. I mentioned a girl, a woman, Angie Sutherland, who sang Christian songs, and it's just nice to hear in my shop. And I have found two more bands that are just absolutely amazing. One of them, what are they? The Petersons, I think. I'm going to leave links at the bottom to their channels. And the Petersons, it's a family, a mother, a son, and three daughters, and they have another, I think it's called slide guitar, that he's not a family member, but he's part of the band, and they're just amazing. And they do covers of, popular music. And then the other band is, his channel is Tim Purcell. And he is a master musician of several instruments, and his daughters sing. And I'm not sure. I think they play instruments too, but he's also got his friends that play with him, and they're all absolute master musicians. And the music is just, and they do covers. And hearing them, you'd think they would be on a major label, but they play, high school gymnasiums and bars and that kind of thing. And it just amazes me that they're that good and, not famous. Maybe they don't want to be famous. Maybe they're just happy playing music together and they all have lives that don't involve music. I don't know. But I'm going to leave the links to those two channels. They're just amazing bands and they play amazing music. And in my shop, my wife and I were talking about this the other day. At a certain age, it happened to her, and then it happened to me at about the same time. She's older than me. My wife is older than me, so it was a few years apart that this happened to us. And what I'm talking about is music that I didn't like really annoys the crap out of me now. I can't even stand listening to auto tune. I don't listen to the radio anymore. And I'm really tired of the same old, 70s and 80s hits because they just play the same song over and over and over. So I can't even bear to listen to the radio anymore. So I have a lot of music on my iTunes that I play in my shop. And uh, something happened about loud music. I used to love loud music. I used to love cranking my radio up in my truck or anywhere I was able to crank a radio up and not disturb other people. But I don't even like loud music anymore. And my wife said when she was in her mid to late 50s when that happened to her. And that is about when I started not liking loud music anymore. And now I have turned full grumpy old man because when I hear people drive by with a bass and you can hear it outside their vehicle, and, I want to shake their fist and go tell their parents. Seriously, loud music really bothers me now. I do not know why. It's got to be some kind of physical change in your body or your ears or how you hear things or how it affects you. It makes my heart pound and it's just annoying. And it is actually a thing. So I'm not the only one it's happened to. It happened to my wife. Anyway, I'm going to include another little clip after this, just a little funny clip. So have a good Sunday. I'm fixing to go to my shop and put a couple of handles on a couple of knives. Oh, and I'm going to start making sheaths for the knives that I have finished. My brother's knife come out really nice, and both of Chris's knives come out really nice. So I'll be making sheaths for them, or at least starting on them. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. The Grizzly catalog. I should probably put a parental warning. This is not for children. Turn back now. Pow. Oh, look at that.
Tool porn.
Tool porn, for sure. Chicka wow wow.
I should have threw that on the fire before even. I shouldn't have stopped. I should have just kept walking through the fire.
Well, Ricky had an idea. Actually, it was a young guy that he's letting work in his shop. Marine, go figure. He's got a router I have a router and I have the bits, but I don't have a router table. Was using a router to chamfer the edges on his handles, and they come out fantastic. I mean, it completely eliminates, human error. And so I'm going to be looking for a router table, but I won't.
You said the other day that
No,
you.
I know.
And what did I say? I said, you've been saying that for years. You got all mad at me and snapped at me and said, really? You did.
I didn't get mad.
Yes, you did. You bit my head off. And
I
said,
didn't bite your head off.
You said, I'm not buying nothing else. I have everything I need. And you've been saying that for years anyway.
Okay, that day I had everything I needed.
I can't believe it. Are you really going to
A router table, they're not that expensive.
Yeah, okay, right.
I have the router, I have all the bits. All I need is a router table, and that's it. That's all I need.
All I need. I've been
I won't
hearing
need
that.
anything else after that.
I bet you I have heard that 1,000 times over the last, I'd say, 10 years. Every tool that comes in, this is the last thing I'm going to buy. You started out with guns.
Yeah, aren't you glad I don't do guns anymore?
Oh my God, I cried.
Yeah.
I was you open like a closet door and a gun would fall out.
Yeah.
I would change the sheets, and there'd
be a gun in the bed.
No.
Remember when we sold our house and I actually had so many guns that I forgot one in the house?
Yeah, you were upset for years because that guy.
And he wouldn't give it back. He was a real jerk. Yep.
Well, we had like 60-something guns hid all over the house.
Yeah.
And
And here's the thing: we live next to 2 meth heads, and our house never got broke into. If they had only known.
Well, I thank God those days are over.
And one of them meth heads went to Angola. I mean, the big boy prison. And the other meth head, he went to jail too, but not the big boy prison. And the same thing happened. He was a skinny, stupid kid. He was cooking meth. And we lived on an island. And everybody was cool on that island except this one family. And the mother, the father, and the 2 kids, they were absolute, complete, total rogues. And anyway, the kids were cooking meth, and they got caught and went to jail. And then he got out, cooked meth again, and went right back to jail. I mean, like months away from each other.
Well, tell the rest of the story.
Okay, well, the rest of the story is the second time I saw him at a gas station. This skinny little kid, had lifted. I mean, he was a monster. Now he wasn't just a felon, 2-time felon. Now he was a monster, a tatted up, muscled up monster.
He went to work in the oil fields, and he turned his life around, as far as we know. The sad part about that is he had this little 1-year-old daughter in there when he was cooking that meth. It makes me sick every time I think about it.
Yeah. And her name was Shady Lane. That's it. The only reason I remember that little girl's name was because it's such a cool name. Shady Lane. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah, that was a tragedy. And the other kid, his brother that went to jail, man, he started off so good. Started a business, tree trimming business, and then had equipment and got licensed, and he was insured. I mean, the real deal. Had trucks and heavy equipment. And then he started doing the meth. And we just saw the fall. Yeah, it was sad to watch that happen. And then we knew another guy, and this was I won't be specific, but we used to take our truck to a place that what was that? It was called True Balancing.
Yeah,
and alignment, and he owned the company, and made a lot of money. And started gambling at the casinos in Shreveport. And then he got into meth. And this guy went from a big business owner with a head on his shoulders to stealing motorcycles and going to jail. Just incredible, the downfall that drugs will do. Thank God I was able to quit all the stuff I did. And that's why I don't even like taking medicine unless I absolutely have to, because I have that kind of personality.
Yeah, them drugs will reach out and grab you and won't let go. You know.
If one is good, 10 is better.
Right.
Okay.
That's real sad.
And this all started with a catalog here, so I'll shut up now.